formulation lab which I went, which probably is the most comprehensive medicine and related fields, and I'm sure in years to come it will grow from strength to strength, and my best wishes to the NITI Education Trust for continuing the wonderful work that they are doing. Thank you and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir.
By virtue of the authority vested in me as the Chancellor of NITI deemed to be University, I admit Professor N.R. Shetty to the honorary degree of Doctor of Science of this university, and in token thereof, this honorary degree is presented to him.
The citation of the awardee of the honorary degree will be read out by Registrar Dr. Alka Kulkarni.
I am extremely happy. Professor Nitte Ramanand Shetty, Karnataka, Gulbarga. Born on 27th March 1937 in Nitte, a remote village in South Canara district near Karkala, Professor Nitte Ramanand Shetty, popularly known as Professor N.R. Shetty, has had his early education in Mulki and Bantwal villages. His keen interest in learning pursued him to complete his secondary education with distinction from St. Aloysius School, Mangalore. He completed his intermediate from St. Joseph College, Bangalore, and then moved to Presidency College, Madras to pursue BSc Honours in Physics. He secured UNESCO Fellowship to complete his Master's degree at University of Essex, England, and then his PhD from IIT Bombay. Professor Shetty commenced his career as a lecturer in National Institute of Technology, NITK, Surat. He served this institute in different capacities from 1960 to 1993, including the position of principal for more than 5 years. He had a unique distinction of serving as Vice Chancellor, Bangalore University for 2 consecutive terms from 1993 to 1999. He was a member of the expert committee constituted by AICTE and UGC. Professor Shetty has shown interest not only in science and technology, but also in the discipline. In this regard, bestowed him as Member Secretary and Chief Executive of Indira Gandhi National Center for the Arts at Delhi. He has also established a huge cultural informatics lab at this center to develop software to facilitate the systematic study of ancient texts available in various vernacular languages and Prakrit and Sanskrit. His initiative in documenting oral traditions like Vedic chanting and Ramlila performances got UNESCO recognition. During his career spanning over 5 decades, Professor Shetty has held several distinguished positions. He was the President of Indian Society of Technical Education, New Delhi, served as Chairman of Regulatory Committee, Government of Karnataka, was the founding President of International Federation of Engineering Education Societies, Washington DC, USA, and was a member of Board of Governors Advisory Committee, Bangalore. Professor N.R. Shetty is considered to be one of the top academicians in the country and has been a beacon of light in the academic sphere. In recognition of his substantial contribution to the field of administration in general and education in particular, NITE deemed to be university confers on Professor N.R. Shetty the Doctor of Science Honoris Causa degree on this, the 14th day of September 2019, signed by our Chancellor Sri Vinay Hegde and the Vice Chancellor Dr. B. Satish Kumar Bhandari.
Now I request the Chancellor to award the honoris causa to Professor N.R. Shetty to kindly respond to this honor.
NITE University, Professor Dr. Rama Tirunamarachandran,
ಮುಡಿತಾಯ
Pro-Vice Chancellor, NITE University, friends and colleagues, Justice Santosh Hegde and other distinguished guests that are participating in for this memorable distinction honoris causa. Although I have already been honored before with honoris causa, but today is entirely different for me for having been conferred this memorable distinction, because this university has roots in NITE, in which I was born and brought up. The university is formed under the NITE Education Trust, which has established more than 30 institutions spread in 3 campuses at NITE, Mangalore and Bangalore. NITE Education Trust was founded in 1979 by late Justice K. Hegde, former Judge of Supreme Court of India and former Speaker of Lok Sabha. Justice Hegde strongly believed that education is pivotal to the overall progress of a community, and this vision led to the birth of NITE Education Trust. Today is also special for me as I am receiving this honor along with my dear friend and classmate Dr. Rajgopal Chidambaram. My thanks to the authorities of NITE University. NITE University at present is concentrating more upon the health-related education. Somewhere I feel that we should integrate the knowledge system evolved through the ages in our own motherland. We must unfold the grandeurs of India's pursuit of knowledge on all levels of science, art and spirituality. We must also know how efforts were made to destroy, suppress or ignore this important contribution to human civilization. According to Dr. David Frawley, I quote him, "From the Islamic invasion to the British colonial rule and modernization, India's profound tradition of learning and insight has been marginalized and is only slowly reviving itself today. I learned that the statue of Sushruta, the father of surgery, has been installed at Royal Australian College of Surgeons, Melbourne. Below the statue, the words of commendation are inscribed as follows. His contributions include the fields of physiology, metabolism and immunity. Sushruta is the pioneer of 300 different types of operation, and he described 125 surgical instruments, including the endoscope. I hope the NITE University in the days will fall in line with the Royal Australian College of Surgeons.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the Registrar Madam to continue.
The Deans of the Faculties of Medicine, Board of Studies in Humanities will now present the candidates to the Chancellor.
First, we have the Dean of Faculty of Medicine and Allied Sciences.
Master of Surgery, Master of Public Health, Bachelor of Medicine and Bachelor of Surgery, Bachelor of Science in Medical Imaging Technology, Bachelor of Science in Anesthesia and Robotic Operation Theatre Technology, Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Sciences are presented, and all the remaining candidates eligible for the award of these degrees are presented in absentia. These candidates have been examined and found qualified for the degree. I pray they may be admitted to the respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
Present the candidates.
Candidates of Doctor of Philosophy under the Faculty of Dental Sciences, Master of Dental Surgery and Bachelor of Dental Surgery, please rise. They have been presented with these degrees. Your speech and conduct should befit the degrees awarded to you.
Professor Thiru Ramachandran is the academic lead and chief executive of Canterbury Christchurch University. He joined the university in October 2013 and has led the institution forward in a number of areas, including the development and implementation of the university's strategic framework 2015-2020. The acquisition of former prison site in Canterbury and the development of the estate's master plan and the establishment of School of Engineering, Technology and Design and School of Medicine were done during his tenure. In addition, Professor Rama was the chair of the Higher Education Academy between 2015 and 2018. He was also the UCAS board member between 2010 and 2013. He has been a member of the university's UK board since 2017. Prior to this, Professor Rama was Deputy Vice Chancellor and Provost of Kiel University for 5 years with the overall responsibility of Kiel's academic activities. At Kiel, he is also responsible for its strategic and operational leadership for academic planning, budgeting and delivery of teaching, research and enterprise, with the specific responsibility for leading the university's internationalization strategy. From 2002, Professor Rama was the Director for Research, Innovation and Skills at the Higher Education Funding Council for England, with the overall responsibility for the strategic direction of HEPSI's research, knowledge transfer and employer engagement and skills policies, with an annual budgetary responsibility of 1.5 billion pounds funding. His responsibilities included oversight of the operation of the research assessment exercise and the development of the research excellence framework. He has also held the posts at the University of Bristol, King's College London and Royal Holloway University London. Educated at Cambridge University in Geography and Natural Sciences, he worked on a United Nations Development Program project on the effects of flooding in Bangladesh. His current interests are in higher education and public policy, and he is also our guest of honor, Professor Rama Thiru Ramachandran.
Vice Chancellor, distinguished guests, Dr. N.R. Shetty and Dr. Chidambaram, ladies and gentlemen, and graduates. It's a great honor and privilege to be invited here as chief guest to address your convocation. Thank you all for your generosity, particularly pleasing given that, though born and brought up in London, it's like being at home coming here, so particularly thank you who are graduating, and it's a very special day for all 925 of you. Today is a day of celebration where we celebrate your hard work, your resilience, your dedication, your commitment, and above all, your success. Graduation is the most important rite of passage. The passage from being graduate to graduate, from undergraduate to postgraduate, from student to employee, employee to entrepreneur, from one stage of citizenship in your life to the next. The rite of passage is both a personal one for each of the students graduating today, but it's also one that is shared by the families of all the graduates and their friends and supporters. These supporters include, importantly, the faculty or the university staff, many of whom are here today to witness, I'm sure with great pride, a moment that is as significant to them as it is to you. To join you in celebrating that moment, to wish all our graduates the very best as they move onwards and upwards, I'm sure, into the next stage of their lives. It may take time before you comprehend the value of the education you have received and the skills and critical thinking capacities that you now have. This value will not come from the knowledge you've furiously scribbled down for your exams. Maybe some of you have already forgotten what you scribbled down for your exams. But it comes from the thirst for understanding and your desire to improve the lives of those around you. India is at the forefront of globalization and the knowledge revolution. With over 900 universities, 40,000 colleges, 1.3 million teachers, 36.6 million students,
The Indian higher education system is the second largest higher education system in the world, and probably going to be soon the largest higher education system in the world. So what is the role of the university in 21st century India? There are some fundamentals of a university which transcend centuries as well as nations. Zakir Hussain, a former president of India, summed it up very nicely when he said, and I quote, "The role of universities is to provide intellectual and moral leadership." Not just intellectual leadership, but he said moral leadership. These are hallmarks of a good university education, as is self-education and independent learning. I had the great privilege yesterday and this morning of touring your university and some of its constituent colleges. I was hugely impressed with the way in which your Chancellor, Sri Dr. Vinaya Hegde, and the Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Satish Bhandari, are shaping and leading this wonderful institution to ensure that teaching and research at NITI is making a real difference to meeting the challenges facing society today. The NITI has already started its march towards distinction by firmly believing in its vision, and again I quote your own vision, to build a humane society through education and healthcare, and a mission, and again I quote, to develop NITI University as a centre of excellence, imparting quality education, generating competent integrity, ethical standards, and social concern. NITI firmly believes that making students not just merely loading them with information, but to ensure that they are successful in calculating ethical values, a concern for the less privileged, and the broader society at large in its students, by the time they come out as graduates of learning at the university must have an application to real-world problems. NITI is an excellent example of what the German intellectual Humboldt had as a vision, where teaching and research are connected and feed into each other. And you heard from your own Vice Chancellor about the tremendous activity which is going on both in teaching and research and the connections between them. As Vice Chancellor of Canterbury Christ Church University in England, I'm particularly proud of the partnership between your university and my university. We share the same vision and we share the same values. We work closely in the area of stem cell research. Our own Professor Anand Shetty, who is in the front row of the audience today, has been working closely with your colleagues in the university on stem cell research, particularly with a focus on regenerative medicine. Together, we are driving forward the frontiers of knowledge in this field. I'd also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the vision of your founder, Justice K.S. Hegde, a really truly great man. And I'd also like to praise your vision, Chancellor, in terms of what you are doing in establishing the trust and supporting the group of NITI institutions. Your AB Memorial Institute of Dental Science is the first institution which is one of the pioneers in dental care in the country. NITI has now expanded into 8 colleges across 3 regions within Karnataka state, covering a wide range of disciplines, as you all know. What an incredible achievement in a short space of time. Rightly, the Government of India has conferred the status of deemed to be university. Your success as a university has been further strengthened by being graded A by the National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So I congratulate you on these achievements. Whilst the 20th and the 21st centuries have seen much progress in terms of science, medicine, engineering, and technology, the world still faces a huge number of challenges. 1 billion people still live on less than 50 pence. 50 pence is probably about 50 rupees a day. 1 billion people do not have clean drinking water. 500 million people in the world suffer from malaria. So poverty, famine, disease, climate change, and security are just a few of the major challenges facing us today. Let's just look at climate change. The rising temperatures across the world and the consequent climate effects have the potential to destroy much of our planet in the next 50 to 100 years. Deforestation, the use of fossil fuels, energy consumption, and economic growth are all significantly contributing to these rising temperatures. Another example, particularly as a lot of you are graduating today in the health subject, is the whole issue of microbial resistance or resistance to bacterial infections. Since antibiotics were found some 60 years ago, we have all been fortunate that we can go into the hospital for an operation like appendicitis or any other operation and be fairly certain that we will come out okay because of the use of antibiotics to help us. But the excess use of antibiotics has now made it so dangerous that many organisms are now resistant to these bacteria. And clearly, if we can't identify new types of antibiotics,
which out there, all 925 of you, will in some way help to solve some of these major global challenges facing us. The great Mahatma Gandhi said, "Be the change that you want to see in the
list of others." You must become intellectual as well as global citizens who put service at the heart so that you are helping to meet the ever-changing challenges for sustenance and growth. Today's organizations and our nations need people who have not just the skills, but also the passion to make change in society. Though you are graduating today, this should not mean that this is the end of your learning. Far from it. We all remain students for life because we must all keep learning and we must all keep growing. And at my age, we do keep growing, but we keep growing in the wrong direction. Last month, Amazon, the big distribution company, announced that it plans to spend some $700 million over the next 6 years to retrain a third of its United States workforce. That's about 100,000 people. Amazon says that it's responding to the fourth industrial revolution and the increase in automation and machine learning. This illustrates the importance of why lifelong learning must be a central part of the future of today's graduates. Universities have also got to respond to the changes and challenges through more flexible programs and more programs at master's level, which allow people to work and study at the same time. You'll be pleased to know that I am coming to an end. I know it's quite awkward. You now stand, graduates, you now stand on the steps of time itself with the opportunity and the awesome responsibility for your own future. My advice is aim hard. There are no glass ceilings of limitation for those who try and have the real will to succeed. Don't be ever afraid to break these glass ceilings. You have proved by being here today that you can achieve great things. Dare to live, be happy, and think of your future. Confidence is rarely born, it is acquired. But never be afraid to ask the question, why not me? Remember, sometimes dreams do come true. Look after yourselves and those who may be less fortunate than yourselves. Remember to be generous with your time and never be afraid to put something back into society and be prepared to go that extra mile. As former US President John F. Kennedy said, ask not what the country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I wish you good fortune and success
in whatever path your future takes. You are now better equipped not to be masters of the universe, but masters of your own destiny. This is your time. The world awaits. It's a wonderful and exciting place with great opportunities. Make the most of your time and make that real difference. So this is your day, your achievement, and your university. Thank you.
Along with the Vice Chancellor who awarded degrees to the eligible candidates. Initially, I will be starting upon the Doctor of Philosophy, followed by the Gold Medal awardees. M.S. Ravi. Dr. Sukanya. Dr. Divya Kumari. Dr. Jayapalan. Dr. Dyson Varghese. Dr. Sabita Naik. Dr. Rashmi Kevi. Dr. Sharmila KP. Next, I will be starting upon the recipients for the gold medal and the merit certificate. Doctor of Medicine, Dr. Vasu Suchuta. She will be awarded with Professor B. Satish Bhandari, Siddharth Bhandari. I call upon Dr. Nileksha Shetty to receive the Endowment Gold Medal in the name of Mrs. Vasanti Shantaram Shetty, Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Dr. Sanjana Shetty. Dr. Shilp Verma will be awarded with Dr. P. Jayaprakash Shetty, Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Orthopedic PG alumni. Dr. Shabari Das. He is receiving the Nitte Gold Medal instituted by Mulki Ramohan Adyankaya, Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Dr. Sudhir Adyankaya. Late Dr. K. Kiran Reddy, Endowment Gold Medal for topper in biochemistry instituted by 1999 batch MBBS alumni and a merit certificate. Dr. Sugandha. Atira Balan. Sarangi Das. Sisira. She will be awarded with Nitte University Gold Medal and a merit certificate. Ashley Shaji, second merit certificate. Bachelor of Science in Medical Laboratory Technology, Ghana P, will be awarded with the Nitte University Gold Medal. Selina will be getting the second highest merit certificate. Faculty of Dental Sciences, Master of Dental Surgery, Dr. Prati Suman. Dr. Prati Suman will be awarded with Dr. A.K. Munshi Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Pedodontic Alumni Association, ABS MIDS. Dr. Sushmita VP will be receiving the merit certificate for Department of Orthodontics. Dr. Devika Pillai will be getting a merit certificate in the Department of Oral Medicine and Radiology. Dr. Damodar M. Hegde. He will be awarded with Nikkei University Gold Medal instituted by Dr. U.S. Mohandas Nayak in the name of Herur Manmohan Alva, Elray Sumati Alva Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Dr. K. M. Vijayalakshmi for being the topper in pioneer BDS and a merit certificate. Dr. Shreya Shetty will be receiving the second highest merit certificate. Dr. Nishmita Hegde will be awarded with Professor B. Suresh Chandra Endowment Gold Medal, alumni of Conservative Dentistry and Endodontics, ABF SMIDS, for being the topper in Conservative and Endodontics. Next, under the Faculty of Pharmaceutical Sciences, Chaitra R. Shetty will be receiving the highest merit certificate. T.C. Aishwarya will be getting the second highest merit certificate. Master Pharmacy Pharmaceutics, Anita Susan Alex will be awarded with the first highest merit certificate. Anju K will be awarded with second highest merit certificate. Master Pharmacy Pharmacology, Khadija Rizwana will be awarded with the highest merit certificate. Nidhi P. Shetty will be awarded with the second highest merit certificate in the Department of Pharmacology. Aishwarya, Pharmacy Practice, will be awarded with the first highest merit certificate. Yadu Krishna will be awarded with the second highest merit certificate. Pharmaceutical Regulatory Affairs, Rishal Relita will be awarded with the first highest merit certificate. Lovely Joylene will be awarded with the second highest merit certificate. Pharmaceutical Quality Assurance, Edwin Paul will be awarded with the first highest merit certificate. Next, I will be calling upon the candidate from Dr. Pharmacy. Dr. Joel B. James will be getting the first highest merit certificate. Dr. Anjol will be getting the second highest merit certificate. Postbaccalaureate, Dr. Gauri Shraddha Silva Jessica will be getting the second highest merit certificate. Next, I will be calling upon Renal Shweta Alva to receive the Nikkei University Gold Medal. The first highest merit certificate. Master of Science in OBG Nursing, Benzi L. Rashmi Balakrishna Palekar to receive the second highest merit certificate. Neha Roy, the Faculty of Mental Health Nursing, to receive the first highest merit certificate. Next, I will be calling upon Alina Thomas to receive the Nikkei University Gold Medal and a merit certificate. Under the Faculty of Physiotherapy, Tangamma PL will receive the Nikkei University Gold Medal and a merit certificate. Anjali Anna Biju will receive the second highest merit certificate. Under the Faculty of Biological Science, Master of Science in Biomedical Science, Megha P will be receiving Dr. Indrani Karnasagar Endowment Gold Medal instituted by Dr. Vidya Karnasagar and a merit certificate. Joshna Pereira will receive the second highest merit certificate. Master of Science, Food Safety and Biotechnology, Pujari Arjun Boja will receive the first highest merit certificate. Anshida will receive the second highest merit certificate. Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, Sonam Sanjeev Raikar will receive the Nikkei University Gold Medal and a merit certificate. Ashwini Yanpai will receive the second highest merit certificate. Next, I will be calling upon the candidates from Faculty of Humanities. Master of Arts, Ritika Ravindra Prabhu will receive the first highest merit certificate. Lakshmi Yamar will receive the second highest merit certificate. Next, the candidates from Bachelor of Arts, Journalism and Mass Communication, Rakshit Vaidi will receive the Nitte University Gold Medal and a merit certificate. Next, I will be calling the candidate from Faculty of Medicine, Master of Chirurgy, Dr. Amit Kumar. Doctor of Medicine, MD Anatomy, MD Pathology, Dr. Vidya Rekha Kamath. MD Pharmacology, Dr. Raghavendra. MD Community Medicine, Dr. Rakesh Maya. MD Pharmacology, Dr. Halman Melroy D'Souza.